Hello everybody. Today I'll read out the meaning of Narayaneeyam Dashakam 93, which is chaturvimshati guravaha, or 24 preceptors of wisdom. In this Dashakam, the poet talks about how he wants to lead a life of self-discipline and detachment. He draws examples from nature and sees them as the teacher to lead this kind of life. So he says there are 24 rules of wisdom that he can draw from nature, like animals, birds. So each one comes in the examples here in this Dashakam. He does say that it's very hard to get rid of bad habits and it'll take time. So he prays to God to bless him to get rid of all the ailments and follow a path to be detached from the love for his own body, this life, this world, and surrender to the Lord himself. So this is how the meaning goes. Dashakam 93, 24 preceptors of wisdom. Through your mercy, may I give up all my attachment to my relatives. Getting fully engrossed in you, may I abandon everything and wander everywhere, viewing the world as a display of your Maya or illusory power. The dilemma of rule and exception, obligation and abstention arises from the mind conditioned by multiplicity of perception. Where does this dilemma arise for one who has fixed his mind in you and is consequently free of all multiplicity of perception? There are innumerable creatures which are ever paying attention only to the satisfaction of hunger and thirst. Of them, man is superior as he is endowed with faculty of understanding higher knowledge with specialization. Hence, birth as human beings is a rare gift indeed. In this birth, he is his own friend or enemy. By dedicating his mind wholly in you and seeking means of emancipation from the heat of samsara, one becomes his own friend. He who does not follow this course is his own enemy. O Lord, omnipresent one, if your grace is there, who amidst worldly phenomena cannot become a teacher? The earth is remaining apparently motionless and still despite being oppressed in many ways. I will learn tolerance from her. Like the air coming in contact with a variety of objects while blowing and still remaining untainted, I will learn the spirit of detachment despite my contact with worldly sensory objects. The sky is all pervasive but is not attached to anything. Similarly, my Atma or soul should be spread everywhere but not attached to anything, including the body it is in. May I be pure, sacred, and sweet like water. May I be like fire, consuming everything but totally unaffected by blemishes therein. May I be like the latent fire in wood of different types and shapes, knowing that the same Atma is in all bodies of different types and sizes. May I be like the moon, waxing and waning, conscious of the fact that these changes are all applicable to the body only and not to the soul. May I be like the single sun's multiple reflections in different water reservoirs, aware of a single universal soul manifesting in all beings. O Lord, let me not be entangled in worldly attachments and meet the fate of the pigeon who got trapped in the net with its young ones on account of his affection to them and got killed. Let me be like the python which consumes whatever food comes on its own to its way and puts up with hunger when there is no food. I should be deep like the sea, with knowledge and also majestic like it. I should guard against extinguishing myself by falling into the flames of feminine temptation like the firefly. I should be like the bee, absorbing only the essence of flowers. But I should avoid the fatal tendency to accumulate like the bee, which is destroyed in the process of accumulation of wealth. O omnipervasive one, I should not get trapped in bondage by falling to female temptation like a male elephant getting captured with the lure of female elephant. I should not accumulate wealth like the bee accumulating honey, which is ultimately taken away by the honey gatherers. I should not yield to listening to cheap music and meet with the fate of deer, which fall into the snare of such music and subsequent captivity. I should not be tempted by the sight of tasty food and get baited onto the hook like the fish. I should sleep with contentment, free from any hope and frustration, following disappointment in such hope, like the Kotis and Pingala. I should not be in the unenviable position of the Kurara bird or osprey, which carries a piece of flesh with great care as it has to be protected from other birds which are after the flesh. Likewise, I should not accumulate anything, protection of which requires great effort and worry. I should be like a child, free from any care with my mind fixed only in you. I should be like the single bangle in a maiden's arms, free from making any noise and moving without any help, so that my aloofness, even from my mates, does not create any noise due to confabulations or contradictions with them. I should be like the arrow maker, the noise in whose workshop is so high that he cannot hear even the loud instrumental accompaniments, like the drum in a king's procession passing by. Likewise, my mind should be fully concentrating in you with nothing else distracting me. I should be ever roaming about from place to place, making temporary camps in other people's houses, like the snake which always resides in holes made by other rats. I have learnt from the spider that the world projected by you is withdrawn into yourself by you. I also learned from the larva that meditating upon you in seclusion endows me with your form itself. The larva is confined to a hole in the earth by the wasp, and the former, constantly thinking about the wasp, develops into a wasp itself. Even my body, which is made up of dirt and is susceptible to be reduced to ashes, has been a very great teacher for me. By making me undergo suffering from many ailments, it makes me realize that the body which is mine is really under the control of others like the ailments, and creates a sense of detachment. O Lord of Guruvayur, please make me get rid of my infatuation with my body. It is this which makes people lose themselves in earning riches, on maintaining a household, in thoughts about wife, etc., and make them forget your feet in helplessness. After death, their bodies are to be consigned to fire or eaten away by dogs. Even while alive, their bodies become helpless, falling victim to the temptation of sensory organs of eyes, ears, skin, tongue, etc., and none of them take the body to your lotus feet. O Lord of Guruvayur, the one with the lotus eyes, if the infatuation with the body cannot be eliminated, at least eradicate all my ailments now itself. This body of sublimated level has been obtained after passing through many cycles of births and deaths at various strata of life, and is sure to be a vehicle of attaining liberation. Therefore, I humbly entreat you not to push this body towards sensual temptations, which will result in its degradation again. You are the only hope for my protection. Thank you.